中文的意思是什么？啤酒不可以喝，这样子可以好 ，right？ 谁不可以喝啤酒？他的意思是啤酒不可以喝东西，是这样子吗？中文的句子是啤酒不可以喝东西，还是人不可以喝啤酒？可是没有人，所以中文的句子，我们不可以喝啤酒，啤酒不可以喝，是一样的意思，对不对？中文很特别的，因为 in any other language that I know about, if I say he hits her or she hits him, 不一样的 right? The boy hits the girl hits the boy. Who does the action? It's the first one, right? The boy hits the girl. If I say the girl hits the boy, it's different. 可是我们不可以喝啤酒，啤酒不可以喝，为什么是一样的意思 ？Okay. So, can anybody answer that question? 因为它不是英文的问题 This is a Chinese problem. You need to ask about Chinese too. 中文的一定有人，东西不可以做东西 ，OK？ 中文的，如果if you have a subject, we're gonna do this. 中文的它一定是人还是动物？是可以动的，门不可以自己动。所以如果你说门关还是关门，一定有人，老师关门。Okay? But in English, this can be a thing. Like in any other language, almost any other language. So if I say the pen writes on the board, it's the pen who does the action, not me. If I say the door closes, it's the door. Okay? So we need to start with questions about Chinese. So we start with grammar. We see this relationship. 中文有问题，英文有问题，有一样的问题，答案是不一样。Okay? So we have that problem. Fine, 有一样的问题。We have the same questions. Maybe different answers, but we have the same problems. 好 What about our words? 中文的字跟英文的字什么不一样？If I use this, so, 什么不一样？Because we need to ask about Chinese first. Not every language does this. Other languages do this too, but not all of them. Some languages do this, some do this. Some languages do both. You know Egypt, down back, here, right? Where they have the pyramids, right? In old Egyptian, okay? The language they had a long time ago when they were building the pyramids. That's a pyramid. I'm an English teacher, I'm not an art teacher, so don't laugh at my drawing. All right, in that language, they used symbols too, like this. But when they wrote, right, this was a word, it had a meaning, but it was also a sound. And they spelt their words with these. So this was like a Chinese word, but it was also like an English letter. It did both. It represented an idea and a sound. It's like if I used this character, every time I wanted to say men, I used this. It would be the same idea, okay? So, we have other languages that have different relationships. But if we look at Chinese, the word and the sound don't always go together. In Chinese you have the word, 有意思, right? And you have a way to say that word. But the character that you use doesn't always go with the sound, right? The character makes a sound, but you cannot spell the sound. 没有拼法, right? But in English, we do have spelling. So that's one big place where English words and Chinese words are different. 好，有可能是比较难的，因为你要了解我们的拼法。有可能是比较简单的，因为看一个字跟seeing a word and reading it are the same. If you know what how the letters work, then you can read it, even if you don't know the word. 如果它是新的字，也可以 read, 念, right? 念, yeah. If you don't know the word, you can still read it. But in Chinese, maybe not, right? So, some parts of this are harder in English, some parts are easier. Okay, but it's different. What else can we ask about Chinese words? If we want to understand English words, we need to figure out spelling. 我们的发音跟拼法有那个关系。Okay, 还有什么？中文的字是几个音节？每个字是一样大，对不对？每个字是一个音节。Every word in Chinese is one syllable. You can take words and put them together, but every character is one syllable. 跟英文一样吗？ Syllable 音节 right? 每个字有一个母音 right? So, English? We have longer words, right? 三个音节，八个音节，有比较长的字 right? We have lots of long words. So what can we do differently? We can take words and put them together, right? If you take a word in Chinese, 或跟okay, sorry. Okay, so learning the words that way doesn't always help. All right, 或跟这是不同的字。You can put them together, and you can get a meaning from that. But in English, when we put them together, it becomes one word. Okay, that's something else that's different. Okay, one more thing that's really, really important about Chinese words. Where are Chinese words from? 中文的字是哪里来的？ I mean, a long time ago, you drew pictures, and then the words kind of came out of those pictures, right? And the reason they changed is because of the tools that you used. A long time ago, you kind of had to carve them into wood, right? And then you used brushes made from hair, so then you could draw really pretty characters. And that's why people today still do this, when what you should be doing is this, right? 这样子是不对的, so don't do this. 它是 T, 它不是 I, Okay? So, but the reason you do that is because of the tools that you have. That's why these characters are shaped like this. But where do they come from? How old is Chinese? How long has Chinese been there? How old is the Chinese language? 中文是几岁？2000年还是3000年？